All right, my friends, this is just going to be a quick video, I hope, about organizing your sources. This is an important step in the process. We've already started that by creating a folder, and I'm just going to show you what I do once I've got this folder and once I've downloaded a bunch of sources from Research at CT. So I open up my downloads and I see that there's a bunch of stuff in there. These things that are, say, content server, those are the things from Research at CT. This ED thing came from ERIC, which is that educational database. You might have stuff that has different names depending on if you've gone to any other databases. But obviously I can't tell what it is, and it's not very usable to me in the form that I just found it. But if I open it up, I can see the title and all these things, and I can give it some name, give it a name that will help me remember what it is. So the naming convention that I always use, I mentioned this in my last video, is the author's last name and then the date and then a short version of the title. So the authors here are whatever that says, Fanau and Said. And then the date, so I'm looking for the date, oh, it's 2014, it says it right there. So 2014. And then I'm going to call it Science Picture Books. So now I've renamed it. That's a big start. I'm going to minimize this. Now it's got a better name in my downloads folder, and I'm just going to drag it and drop it into this folder. It'll say uploading for a second, and then I will see it there. And I guess I get this lovely thing because it's brand spanking new. And I'm just going to continue like that. I'm going to open up this one. And this is called, so the author here is Levy. I'm going to see if I can find a date on this. 2008. Not as new, but looks pretty good to me. And it's called The Power of Audience. So I'm going to rename it that, go back to my downloads folder, and pull that into here. And now this is here for me too. And so that's how I'm going to kind of build my resources. I find by using the last name, the date, and a short version of the title, it's really easy for me to find my sources. Your naming convention doesn't have to look like that, but I encourage you to do things over and over again, because if you don't, you're just going to have a bunch of things that are called Content Server 1, Content Server 2, Content Server 3, Content Server 4, and it's going to be impossible for you to find anything, because we're thinking of having probably 15 to 20 sources for this, maybe at the most. You need to keep them organized. So this is the method that I use, and I strongly recommend that you use a similar method.